Knowledge is power, and the more a girl knows, the more she can confidently navigate adolescence, advocate for her needs, and share with and encourage others. This was the mission of Girls in the Know. The St. Louis-based nonprofit works to ensure every girl knows her self-worth. So here to share more on their mission is Executive Director Lucretia Cox. Lucretia, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me today.
Okay, so we mentioned it a little bit in that intro, but why don't we talk about the vision for this organization?
Yes, so our mission is to empower girls to embrace a strong sense of self. We seek to empower girls to have the tools to know that she is enough. And so we do that, in a variety of ways. We have our four-part empowerment series. I would say that is our core program, and that's our foundation.
Okay.
And we have licensed female professionals to empower girls by working in schools and community groups. And in those sessions, we talk about, for the empowerment sessions, really conflict resolution, how to make healthy choices and decisions, and the difference between assertive and aggressive, behaviors. And our second one, which is body image, we work with dietitians and nutritionists to really talk about girls and how they feel about their bodies, and how, you have filters these days, like really how to embrace your features and just to know that, who you are is enough. And we talk about that with foods that fuel the body, because we want to talk about the care of the body as well.
Of course.
But also letting them know that they can embrace their own image themselves.
And it really is, and I love that it's Girls in the Know, because it's all about knowing that, knowing how to fuel your body, but knowing there's a healthy relationship to have with food and so on and so forth. So now, why don't you talk about why girls? Why did you choose to focus on girls?
Well, we started, our founder, Lori Lander, she had two daughters that were entering their preteen years. And, there's a lot of tough conversations to have during those years, how your body's changing, really how to engage in social behaviors. And so that's why we focus on social and emotional learning. And she started this program actually at, in her Parkway School District at her daughter's school, because she just wanted to get parents, the opportunity to bring in some experts. And so she brought in experts from St. Luke's Hospital to, talk about issues, and it evolved into our four-part empowerment series.
That's fantastic. And I know you do have some events. You recently had one on human trafficking. So why don't we touch a little bit about what's to come, but also how people can show their support?
Yes, so we are hosting a summer camp this summer. We just had one in partnership with the AR Workshop in June, and we're having one in August as well. And I really love that, because we're able to introduce, our four-part empowerment series to the girls, but also they're learning about, activities and, how to do, use their hands and just prepare things. And then they're also doing a, have an activity with the dance studio. And so they're learning a little bit of hip hop, a little bit of just to make it fun.
Fun too.
Yes, do it. But
okay, so that's coming up in August. So why don't you all look at your screen here. We're going to have further information, Girls in the Know, and of course, donations, volunteers, all of the help to show these girls that we care about them, that we're thinking about them in this community. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Sharing a little bit of that good news.